And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. The great final test is the death decree. But now we are to see that it is much more than facing death which makes it so great a test, which will make it to be so terrible an experience will be the peculiar setting and circumstances in which it is imposed upon the believers. So we are now to learn that not only are we to face the supreme test of a death decree, but that it must be faced under the most difficult circumstances possible, so that the pressure and the dread of it will be felt to the utmost. The martyrs face the death sentence again and again, but never in this kind of a setting, in which the saints of the last days will have to face it. Their test was great, it is true, but never to be compared with the test to be forced by the faithful of the very last days. In this time of persecution, the faith of the Lord's servants will be tried. They have faithfully given the warning, looking to God and to His word alone. God's spirits, moving upon their hearts, has constrained them to speak, simulated with holy zeal and with a divine impulse strong upon them. They entered upon the performance of their duties without coldly calculating the consequences of speaking to the people the word which the Lord has given them. They have not consulted their temporal interests nor sought to preserve their reputation or their lives. Yet when the storm of opposition and reproach burst upon them, some overwhelmed with consternation will be ready to exclaim, "Had we foreseen the consequences of our words, we would have held our peace." They are hedged in with difficulties. Satan assails them with fierce temptations. The work which they have undertaken seems far beyond their ability to accomplish. They are threatened with destruction. The enthusiasm which animated them is gone, yet they cannot turn back. Then, feeling their utter helplessness, they flee to the Mighty One. They remember the words which they have spoken were not theirs, but His, who bade them to give the warning. God put the truth in their hearts, and they could not forbear to proclaim it. There are 3 sentences in this paragraph which makes it plain that in describing how things will be right at the end of the loud cry period, they are these. They have faithfully given the warning. They are threatened with destruction. The enthusiasm which animated them is gone. The first of the 3 sentences reveal that the giving of the warning is by this time a thing of the past. It does not say that they are given, but that they have given the warning. The former would be present tense, while the latter is past tense and is used to describe that which has been done, in this case the final warning to mankind. In harmony with this is the statement that they are threatened with destruction. This reveals that the death decree now hangs over their apparently defenseless heads. They are threatened with destruction brings us to a point of time just before the close of probation, when the great final test is brought to bear against the people of God. Part 2 is coming.